Hey Willow, good morning.
Good morning.
How you feeling today?
I'm alive.
You alive?
I'm alive.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 29.
29? Okay, pretty young. Where you from?
Originally from Bucks County.
Bucks County. Shout out to Bucks County.
Yep, that's right.
What brings you out here to good old Kensington today?
Today, I was going with my dad and my brother to their appointment to Suboxone. But been out here for about a year now, so, you know.
You battling any addictions right now at the moment?
Currently, yeah.
What's your drug of choice?
Heroin and crack cocaine.
How long have you been on both substances for?
Jesus. On and off for, see, I'm 29, so almost 15 years.
15 years?
Yeah. First, I was on crack started smoking when I was like 16.
Wow.
I tried dope when I was 18, I didn't like it. And then when I was 21, I tried it again, and that's when I kind of stuck with it then, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Wow, so you had jumped back on it, huh?
Yeah, I've had clean time too, and I've had, let's see, first time I got clean, well, first time I tried to get clean was 2017, I got 13 months, and then I had 19 months, and then 11 months, and then, you know, I always end up, around that year period is when it's like, I get, I get sick of the monotony of it. Yeah. So instead of like doing what I know I should do, I kind of just go back to the craziness. The
crazy life, right?
Yeah.
Are you currently homeless right now?
Right now, no. I have a room I'm renting, but
that's good.
I rent it with my dad and my brother live there as well, so it's kind of, you know.
Is your dad and brother in the same circumstances as you?
Yeah.
Wow, so it's like.
So it's
addiction really affect the family.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
And it's you know, thankfully it's just us of the family that have the addiction.
Yeah.
You know, I have 8 sisters and 1 brother, and you know, I always say, if I have to be like this so they don't, then, you know.
Yeah, but you know you can overcome this as well, though. You know that, right?
Yeah. It's hard anymore. Things are a lot different than it used to be. You know, now. I thankfully I don't shoot up, you know. I never have, but I see people now that the stuff is literally eating them away. Yeah. And it's kind of what keeps me from doing that. Right. You know, but it doesn't mean you know, I'm any better than them. I still get the effects of it all. You know, it affects me other ways still. You know.
Absolutely.
But it's a lot different than it used to be. Like I said, you know, you used to be able to get high and go to work and come home and clean the house and do what you got to do. And now there's no getting high. There's you do it and you fall out. That's it. You know, and you wake up and you're either if you have anything left when, you know, someone didn't take your stuff, or you know, if you're not in the hospital from getting too high or whatever, you try and do it again, so you're not sick, but there's no getting high anymore. It's just it makes you go to sleep. You know what I mean? It's just
just throw you off your pivot with life, right?
Right. So it's not worth it anymore. You know,
it's like it never was, right?
Yeah, it never was, but you know, we don't always see it that way. You know what I mean? It's we always feel the good times, and you know, think that's always going to be a thing, instead of remembering like the withdrawals when you wake up, or not having the money for it, or you know, the person that did steal your stuff. You know, it's. Yeah.
How's your relationship with your mother?
My mom died when I was a kid. She had a brain tumor, so yeah, there's that.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah, thank you.
Was you guys close before then, or?
Yeah, I actually lived with her before that. You know, thankfully I was able to have a relationship with her as much as I could. Right. You know, I was 10 years old, so it's not like, you know, you really do much before then. Right. You know, besides just be a kid, run around and whatnot. But, you know, I do remember, you know, her always working, taking care of us. And,
do you feel like, you know, losing her is probably a part of the reason of you guys all struggling with addiction until like today?
I do, actually. You know, I'm not going to say it's I don't blame anybody else.
Right.
But, you know, my dad, as far as I can remember, was always an addict. If I had lost him instead of my mom, I think that my life would be a lot different. Meaning, like, she was always a working parent, you know, going to work, come home, and do what she had to do, pretty much. You know, my dad, he did what he had to do, like, he still worked and, you know, all that, but he also got high, you know, and he, so I think if I didn't have that part of that in my life, I don't think I would be quite where I am right now.
Right.
You know.
So knowing that, like, you know, going through addiction, it's like a full-time job to stay well, right?
Absolutely.
You really can't put your mind to nothing much else, right?
No. There are times where, like, I literally, it's like an all-day thing, you know. It's even when, you know, you get your money to get well and everything, that's awesome. Now you got that, but now you need to make sure you have the next one.
Right.
Because you can only enjoy that for so long before, you know, it's going to come to an end, and then you got to worry about, well, how am I getting the next one? Where is it coming from? What do I got to do? So,
how do you earn to support your habit?
Honestly, right now, I'll do whatever I have to do, pretty much. You know, lately I've been walking the streets, you know, prostituting, selling whatever, you know, if or reselling, I should say. You know, if I have something that, you know, I bought from somebody, I'll try and sell it again to somebody, or selling what I got, you know. It's,
so you're trying to do whatever you can to chase that, you know.
Whatever I can.
To get well.
Exactly.
Have you ever, like, you know, felt bad after dates and stuff?
Oh, absolutely. You know, and thankfully I've never had, I have had bad experiences, but it's not as bad as some of the things I hear. Yeah. You know, there are times where I see girls like crying, and you know, and I know what happens, you know, but it's you know, it comes with that territory, you know. So it's kind of like a catch-22. You know, you want to get well, but you got to take that chance that this could possibly happen, you know. So.
How much you think you make a day? Doing the dates alone, like not the other hustles.
Just that stuff?
Yep.
I mean, you can make a lot of money doing that stuff. You know, it depends. Not only that, but you set your own prices too.
Yeah, I know it's a real deep thing to talk about.
Yeah,
you know.
I can make, my average is like $150 to $200 a day.
$152 a day?
Yeah, and then, you know, and that's just right now, that's what I need to do, because I got myself that high of a habit from this stuff. Yeah. Because, you know, at first it was just so easy, you know, it's, oh my God, it's great, I just got this money so easy. Yeah. And now it's to the point where I did it so much to where I got to make sure I maintain that. Yeah. So, you know, it gets exhausting too, because there are days where, like, you're sick and you're just walking back and forth, and you got people looking at you, and they know what you're doing, and, you know, it's like, you want to cuss them out for looking at you that way, but, you know, you're putting yourself out there, and, you know, they're just riding down the road looking at you, you know, probably thinking, you know, this poor girl, but, or it could be laughing at me, whatever their thoughts are, but it's myself putting myself in that position, so I can't be mad at them for thinking whatever their thoughts are on it. Yeah. So.
Can you describe your dates? What type of people are they?
You know, it's not really, I mean, they're guys that want to get, you know, whatever they want out of it. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's, whatever, however you feel that day, you know what I mean? It's, most of them are people that can't really get, you don't really come to Kensington looking for a date if you can get somebody normally. You know what I mean? So if you can get somebody at home or just regular, then you're not going to come to Kensington looking for a girl. Right. So, saying that, they're not the nicest, sanest people. Yeah. You know, and sometimes they're not the safest people either, but, you know, that's what it is.
Have you ever, like, feel disgusted after getting out of a car with a stranger? Like, dang, I feel disgusted right now? Or?
Yeah, mostly, and it's not even because of myself, it's mostly because of the men, the stuff they want to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I know what I'm doing, but it's mostly like, how could you, you know, the things that they want to do. It makes me worried sometimes for their families or the people they got to deal with, you know, because, you know, who else are they doing this to? What else are they doing, you know?
Right.
So, yeah.
So have you been able to feed yourself lately out here?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, when it comes down to it, I'm probably going to spend my money on drugs than food.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people who are very kind and are willing to spend their time, their day, and like come down and serve. You know, they'll make sandwiches and come down and hand them out and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm lucky enough to maybe I can get a couple of them during the day or.
Yeah. That's great. You know, we see a lot of people, you know, coming back, giving back, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate the good people out there that's doing that.
Absolutely.
What's some of the craziest things you've seen out here in Kensington?
Oh my gosh. Anything you can think of has probably happened, you know. I mean, I've been here, I've had people, I've had gunshots right behind me, literally, you know, someone shooting somebody right behind me to, you know, there's, people start fighting behind me or you know, stealing something behind me, or you know, it's like a zoo out here. Anything you can think of that's totally bizarre has probably happened in Kensington.
Right.
You know, so it's.
Do you be feeling safe out here? It's dangerous.
Absolutely. To me anymore, I'm just so blind to it because I'm just so used to it. I see it every day. To me, it's normal, but it's not.
But you see yourself in 6 months?
6 months. Not here. Meaning, you know, working, you know, whether that be fast food or a regular, like a restaurant or a clothing store. Just my goal is to get into rehab. What's stopping me is the fear of the withdrawal.
Do you believe in a higher power?
A higher power, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I always say I'm more spiritual than religious.
Okay.
You know, I've done the meetings and I've had the sponsors. I've gone through my steps, and you know, for me personally, when I'm in my recovery, I enjoy all that. Like, I actually like it. I like going to meetings and seeing my friends and my sponsor, or my sponsees, or you know, it's a good feeling knowing that you have people that have went through the same thing you have and are still there for you.
Yeah.
You know, so it's so hopefully, you know, that's where I'll be.
Okay. So when's your birthday?
My birthday is in April, April 8th.
Okay, on the 8th?
Yep.
Okay. So what's your sign?
I'm an Aries.
Are you big with the zodiac sign thing, or?
It depends. You know, every now and then I am. You know, I think it's cool. Like, I want to know somebody's sign, and you know, because then it's your earth sign: fire, air, water, earth, and then. But I'm not crazy about it. It's not like, you know, I get too deep into it. But.
How do your dad feel, like, knowing that his daughter, like, out here doing dates and prostituting? Like, how do your dad feel about that?
I'm sure it's probably terrible, you know, not even just doing dates, it's just being out here in general. You know, no one wants your kid out in Kensington, and then, you know, when you get your kid out in Kensington doing dates, you know, it makes it 10 times worse because it's unsafe to begin with.
Yeah.
And then you put yourself in even worse situations.
Right.
So.
Do you ever, like, help him get well sometimes?
Yeah.
So, you know, some of your money from the streets kind of goes to him a little bit, right? That hurt, it hurts. It breaks my heart. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I want to shed a tear behind that. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully I can meet your father, have a talk with him one day. It just hurts, you know? You're 29 years old and you have to live this type of lifestyle. It sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It breaks my heart. I wish the best for you. All Time Media is rooting for you. All Time Media Re is rooting for you. Yeah. Not bragging, but today's my birthday, and this is a great gift to be able to talk to you and let you tell your story.
Yeah.
But It's sad, yo. It hurt. That just hurt me. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean?
It's not something like it pains me to talk about too, but like I said before, if I have to go through this and nobody else will, you know, I'm okay with that. And if somebody else will learn from this, then it's worth it.
Do you want to stop it for good, though?
I hope so. I do. I hope so. You know, it's not easy, but
No.
it's not worth it.
I know. I'm sorry. You're getting a little emotional. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
What'd you tell the youth, the young girls that's out here that's younger than you, going through what you're going through? What advice would you give the youth? All right?
What would I give them? They all have family that love them, whether they know it or not. And do your best to go home, get out of this situation, get away from this place, because it's only going to get worse. This place eats you up, you know, and if you're lucky enough to survive it and be one of the people that can get through it, daily life, that's good, but you're just going to do the same thing tomorrow, you know. It's never gonna, you're not gonna wake up one day and it's gonna be paradise, you know. It's not worth it, you know. It might be fun and you're getting, you know, you're numbing yourself right now, but it's still gonna, that pain's still there. So
I would like to thank you for your time. You've been wonderful for us.
yes,
All Time Media is rooting for you to get out this situation. Your father and your brother.
thank you.
You know?
Join All Time Media's Patreon for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes content and face-to-face live video chat. Thank you, guys. The link is in the description below.